Hello guys, and welcome to my first talk after the show. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, because there's still one last part of the series, so keep an eye out for that one. I mentioned in my last video that I would share my gear, talents and essences, and that's what I'm here to do. So let's begin. Katrikan, you may meditate while I speak, no worries. First things first, my talents. On the first tier, we got the Endless Rage. It's the strongest in its tier, and I would definitely recommend it, because it will help you stack up faster and spend the raids on your rampages. The second tier is situational. I prefer the double time, and you should too, especially in raids. On tier 3, we got the Execute, Sudden Death. I believe that it's the strongest in its tier than Furious Slush. However, there are some arguments about Furious Slush, but I'm pretty sure that Sudden Death can beat the overall DPS than this talent. On tier 4, we have again situational talents. Most people will go with War Paint, but I prefer the on-demand healing rather than 10% less damage. Plus, I am a Tauren, so I have enough HP to spend. On tier 5, we have Carnage, Massacre and Frothing Berserker. Carnage is one of the best and strongest talents in the overall DPS. Massacre is a talent that arms benefit from, not Fury. And as for the Frothing Berserker, it requires too much raids and you end up losing too much DPS. In tier 6, we have Dragon's Roar, which is better than its peers, Bladestorm and Midcleaver. On tier 7, we have Anger Management, Reckless Abandon and Siezebreaker. Anger Management is really good because Furies can stack up a lot of raids lately because of the Lucid Dream essence, and you can spend it to get your recklessness back. Siezebreaker is still good. Yeah, I know, I don't like it either. It's still good, but you can go whatever you like. Moving on to essences. By the time I recorded that video, I was playing with Lucid Dream and focusing Iris as minor. Worked really well for me, but now that most people have Life Force rank 3, it's stronger because of the 5% increased damage. So you'll have to choose between Lucid Dream or Iris for minor, or at least you get the second minor, which is 65 level, your necklace. So that's a lot of grinding. And last but not least, my gear. I've gotten a couple new items since the raid you saw, but it's not too different. The headpiece is really good, but the Raptor King Azerite piece is better because of the overwhelming power. This Azerite trait is really good and very helpful to most specs and classes. Moving on to my shoulders, it's really good, but if I could change the Reckless Flurry with another trait, then I would definitely do that. But since this one is not as good as you might think, because Mastery is not a stat that the Fury should be stacking, you might as well go for Reckless Flurry to get that extra recklessness cooldown reduction. My test piece is my best in slot, and if you can get your hands on this, I think it drops from the first boss in the raid. So if you can get your hands on this, then you might as well do it. Now my trinkets are my best in slots. This one is dropped from Lady Ashvane, and this one is dropped from the boss called Orgozoa, something like that. It's a big mind flayer, the one that you just saw in the video. So these two trinkets are best in slot, you need to have them, and good luck with the socket if you get lucky. Now the rest of my gear is mostly from Mythic Pluses, but some of them are benthic gear, which are really good in the raid. But make sure there is a balance or soft cap between your stats. 22% haste, 20% crit, 33 plus mastery, and you should avoid versatility. Enchant should be applied based on the balance of your stats, but don't put too much of one stat. Weapon enchants force and deadly, but so far haste has worked fine for me, so I will keep my quick navigation instead of changing it. Well, that's about it. I hope this small presentation helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!